Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's John Blaze. How's everyone doing? Let me make sure. All right. All right. So we know that's working. I'd like to thank everyone who's come by, who's here, and want you to know that this is the first StreamYard from the John Blaze channel. I wanted to try it out after talking to Roberto and trying to see how this all works. So we got the banner, just say no to hate. The new update is all about the blood. And loving it, as you can tell. Now, the reason why I want to do this update is because there's certain individual who believes that everyone is going to die. Wishes everyone to die, to have horrible medical issues, and basically wishing the worst on everybody. And unlike some of our friends on YouTube, some of us do this. Some of us need to do it more, and hell, I need to do it more. But I just got my blood work back today after seeing the doctor, and I wanted to talk about my blood and everything that came with it. I also got another scan of my arteries and my heart and my liver, and all that looked good. So they went up, they put this gel on your neck and they do an ultrasound of your veins and they check your heart valves and they check, basically, do you look like you're clogging? Are you clogging? Is cholesterol killing you? Do you not know that your plaque is building up in your arteries? And they check them and they tell you if you have any kind of buildup, you have any blockages, you have anything going on, and I'm all clear. And for my age, I'm outperforming, meaning it should look worse than it should. And the reason why I do this is because people say that if you have high cholesterol, that you're going to just croak over with a heart attack. Well, there's people out there that have 600, 800 cholesterol, and a doctor will say, man, we need to put you on a cholesterol reducing pill. We need to lower your cholesterol. You're going to have a freaking heart attack and everything else because your cholesterol is just so high. And we've been told about cholesterol. But check it out. If you go get that scan, it's called LifeScan, and they check your arteries and you're not showing any buildup, it doesn't really matter what your cholesterol is, as long as your triglycerides are good and your good cholesterol is good. So what I did is I wanted to go and to a real doctor, not a YouTube doctor, and I wanted to get, a fasting panel, and I got the results, and I wanted to share these results with you. Let me open the packet up, and I will tell you exactly what it is. All right, so my complete blood count with differential, okay? And they test, your white blood cell count, your red blood cell count, your hemoglobin, all the platelets. There's let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 20 things that are counted on here. And My Hemocrat is the only thing that was 0.3 high. Now, why would my Hemocrat be 0.3 on the high side? Is because I smoke. And if I was just to quit smoking, then who knows how the Hemocrat will be. But what can I do about the Hemocratic level right now? I can go do what I usually do, and that's go, I go dump a pint of blood. So I'll go to the blood center and I say, hey, take a pint out of me. And you can either donate it, you can use it, whatever you want to do. But anyway, I don't care. Just take the pint out of me and dump it. I don't care what it is. I just need that dump. And the doctor said I didn't have to do that. It's not that big of a deal, but he did say there are other health benefits of pulling a pint every 6 months, and just pulling a pint. It makes your bone marrow and your blood rejuvenate. And then I had another panel done from my thyroid. Okay. So my thyroid is perfect. The range was 0.45 to 4.50, and I'm a 1.52, which is awesome. And then I did a electrolyte panel. This is your calcium, potassium, urea, nitrogen, creatinine, glucose, all that shit. And everything is right down the middle. Everything is good. My AG ratio, my ALP, and so then I did the big one. The one I wanted to know about is the A1C, which is your diabetic, if you're diabetic or not. And anything under 5.7 is good. Anything 5.7 to 6.4 is pre-diabetic, and anything above 6.5 is straight up diabetes. And if you get over 7.0, you better be freaking getting some insulin, some treatment. You need something other than diet at that point. So John Blaze, the wonderful Blaze, is at 5.1. For my age, for everything, it's 5.1. Then I did an advanced lipid panel, not just a regular lipid panel, but advanced. Okay. So my total cholesterol was 170. 170. Okay. Anything over 200 is no bueno. The LDL, which is considered to be the bad cholesterol, is if you're under 100 is desirable. Above desirable is 100 to 129, then 130 to 159 is high, and then anything above 159 is bad, really bad. And when you have bad cholesterol, there's two. This is the difference in your this is the difference from a regular lipid panel to an advanced lipid panel. An advanced lipid panel will tell you if your big particles and your small particles, what they are, okay, for your bad cholesterol. Now, my small particle is very, very low. Very, very low, like super low. And my big is right along with it. So it's right along with it. But if you were to take a statin only reduces your big particle number. It doesn't do anything to the small, but the small particle is what causes you to have plaque and what causes you to have heart attacks and all that shit. That's the bad shit of the bad LDL. And my HDL is above 60, which is desirable to have anything greater than a 39. Okay. For females, it's anything greater than a 49. And triglycerides, anything under 150 is desirable. And my triglyceride was 82. And yeah. And I know that might sound crazy, right? That my cholesterol is freaking perfect. Perfect. And everyone knows that old Blaze here eats lots of red meat, lots of pork, lots of protein. I'm a protein guy. My carbs usually come from a potato base of some sort or rice. If I had to say what I eat, is rice, and then you can go with beans after that. I also got my hormones and my vitamins checked, and my total testosterone is 450. My cortisol, which is your stress hormone, is 14, which anything between 4.8 and 19.5 is normal. And I took this in the AM. So if you're taking it in the AM, it's 4.8 to 9.5. If you take it in the PM, it's 2.5 to 11.9, because cortisol is high than it is in the afternoon, because cortisol is what actually wakes you up in the morning. It helps wake. And estrogen was good. So that is, oh, and my prostate, the reference range is anything good is less than a 4.0, and mine is a 1.6. So the doctor said my prostate was freaking amazing. Everything's good to go. Yeah. So the reason why I wanted to talk to you about that is because I went and saw a real doctor, and I see Philippines and Beyond is asking what my blood pressure is, and I don't know, but let me be quiet so it don't mess it up. All right. 119 over 79. Pulse 80. So I know that ain't bad. I don't know if that's if that's really good. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to Google it, but I know anything 120, 130 over 80 or 70 is pretty good. Anything above 130, I'd be worried. An overall uh, assessment. So tomorrow, I'm scheduled to have a thank you, Philippines and beyond. I'm actually having a CT scan done of my whole abdomen. So from my base of my neck, the sternum, all the way down to my asshole. And they're going to take pictures of all that shit, and they're going to tell me how everything's looking. And I think with that kind of blood work, with those scans that I've done, I'm going to a CT scan is definitely a lot better than an X-ray. I know I don't have any broken bones and shit like that, so the CT scan's really going to look at them guts. I want them to look at them guts, and then everything's going to be checked out and good. Check my nuts, checked everything. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. And I didn't even try to lose 5 pounds. I just ended up losing 5 pounds. I'm thinking that it was just the date or the time of day. When I weighed, I'm not sure, but 5 pounds is 5 pounds, and I verified it the next day that I was just a couple of ticks lower than 5 pounds. It was like, instead of it being like 5 or whatever, 5.1, it was like 5.2 or whatever. It was like the little 0.1s and 2s fluctuate, ain't no big deal. But, I wanted to make sure that everything was good to go and up in top shape, tip top shape. And of course, the only thing the doc told me that they wanted me to do, because I'm not doing it and to get used to it. So omega-3 supplement is all that was suggested that I add to the routine. Now, I'm not taking any supplements, meaning, well, sorry, that's a lie. I do take 50 milligrams of zinc every day. And I do that to boost my immune system. And I mean, my vitamin D is good. My folic acid is great. People my age, even people younger than me, they're very vitamin D deficient. Their folic acid is atrocious. And he's very, very surprised that I am doing so well. And I told him what I eat. I told him how I eat. And he just, of course, said, make sure that you reduce the number of carbs you're eating, because potatoes and shit like that's got a lot. Rice has got a lot. I don't eat it all the time, but he was like, if you can just skip it every once in a while, that'd be good. Stick to your meat. Stick to your pork. That pork actually has a enzyme in it. Starts with a C. I can't remember what it is. That is really good for maintaining muscle. If beef doesn't have it, chicken doesn't have it, you're not going to find it anywhere but pork. So he said, keep up with the pork, and everything seems to be going just fine. And the only reason why I wanted to bring out the numbers of the blood is so my YouTube doctor can get the real numbers updated in his data file and his dossier, to let him know that John Blaze isn't going to croak over anytime soon from eating a ribeye every once in a while. So, with that said, I'd like to thank everyone in the chat, but I also want to um, tell you to go and subscribe to Flying Circus. He is doing very good work, very creative work, and almost clairvoyancy in his video. So Flying Circus is one YouTuber you need to go and subscribe to. Also, you need to subscribe to the Swampcast channel. And Flying Circus's channel has a lot of channels. You should be following those links as well. He's already done all the legwork. He's already done all the labor that has to be done with it. He's already done it. You can go to his community page and you can click on the links and take you right to some of the best YouTubers in the genre. And a big shout out to Papa One. Creative for taking the time and bringing those videos together, not being biased at all, being a straight shooter. And then you have All Up in Your Geek show, putting together a show that exposes hypocrisy, that reminds people of the truth and the genesis of where shit has been coming from and when it started, and gives you kind of a timeline in case you just showed up in the genre, and just in case you forgot, just in case you fell into the lies. These YouTubers are on the forefront of keeping out the BS and shining a light on the truth. And rest in peace. There's this, this lie that he got involved in someone's personal business. Now, I have to take a page out of Roberto's book and go ahead and tell you, if you did not know, that yes, Michael Fazio did call the police on an individual in Hawaii. He called the Hawaiian Hilo Police Department. What prompted him to do that, what compelled him to do that, what made him know that he had to do something, is he was trying. I'll say that again. He was only trying to protect an innocent child because they were in a room, and a grown man was singing about his cock, and he felt that he had to report that to the authorities to help the child, because no child should be sung to about another man's cock or a cock altogether. I don't care where you're from. I don't care where or how you grew up. There's no way to slice this to make it sound any way acceptable in society. You do not be in a room with a minor, a child under 10 years old, someone's son or daughter, and speak that way to the minor about another man's cock. That is ridiculous. We all know it happened. We all know it's messed up. especially if you're a father or a brother. You know, if that was your sister or if that was your daughter or if that was your son, what have you, you would probably willingly spend the rest of your life in prison to right that wrong. So we have that. We have that. And yes, the great rest in peace, Michael Fazio did call the police and he stood up. And I believe it was heroic of him to get involved to try to save that child. And the sad thing is it was just too late. During the live stream, he could not get the authorities there fast enough. But we'll digress from the great Michael Fazio, and we will talk about something else real quick. And it's kind of about the blood. It's kind of about the blood. My numbers are good, and there is nothing that I could be talking about. There's nothing that I could be doing at the same time if I was playing with myself. And I can't think of any time in my life that I was doing something else. Blank. But certain individuals on YouTube decide to live stream while talking about another man. So we have a feller playing with his peanut on cam, talking about another grown man and trying to achieve a hate gasm online. Another same individual that has exposed his nutsack and 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 grundle and chili ring on cam. Another live stream blunder. Now, this guy is going on geriatric status. It's sad. It's weird. It's why people watch. It's why people opine on the situation and give their criticisms and their analysis of the situation, because no matter what, no matter what, you can't beat your meat on YouTube, and you can't sing songs to children, to a child, about another man's meat and think it's okay and show your face around the genre. It's weird. It is. I mean, it's got to be some sort of fetish thing. And what's up with wearing the girlfriend's panty, live streaming and beating your peanut in your white girl's panties, her granny panties? I don't get it. I don't. And this dealing with here. And I don't have the answers. I don't know why. Flying Circus could probably do a deep analysis. Scott Del Fuego does give great analysis. So I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point when it comes to the I don't know how good the connection is. I don't know how good it is. It keeps going in and out. It says on the live stream that that's what's happening, but I'm not sure. Numbers and the report from my real life doctor. And once my CT scan comes back, I will update all you, even if it's bad. If they say I'm full of freaking, I'll tell you it's all clear and good. Keep me in your prayers, and you take everything as you can, and have a great day and enjoy your upcoming weekend. And for all you guys that are getting paid on the 1st, the Eagles about to shit. So y'all have a good one. John Blaze out, and rest in peace, Michael Fazio, and hell Allo.